Hello, my name is Tim Erickson. I am St. Paul Tim in most online forums and on Mastodon. I'm here with Simplo by Triplo with another Backdrop CMS video. This time we're talking about popular themes for Backdrop CMS. There are approximately 40 theme projects listed on backdropcms.org. We're going to look at just 13 of them today. The 10 most popular themes, along with 2 themes that I've put some work into and 2 admin themes. A couple of things about the presentation today. Most of the screenshots we're going to see, and if we get a chance to look at the sample site, will include sample content that we got from the sample animal content module, the FAQ recipe, and the testimonial recipe, in case you want to recreate that kind of testing for your own purposes. I highly recommend that as you're reviewing or looking at themes that you check out the README file. Very often the creator of the theme has put some valuable information in there about their intent, so what use case is best suited by the theme, and also some things that you might not be obvious to you about how to use the theme or customize it. We frequently run into the color module when talking about themes and color module support. And all that means is this ability here to click on any one of these color bubbles and change the color, and then as you can see on the left, and then on the right actually see your results. So if we wanted to make the header background hot pink, we can do that right in the user interface without writing any CSS, if the theme has color module support. A lot of the themes we're looking at today have color module support, some don't. For those themes that don't have color module support, if you want to change colors or things like that, you'll have to write CSS. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into looking at some themes. The first two themes we're going to look at together because they're very close. So really, Bootstrap 5 is just an advanced version of Bootstrap Lite. Both of these themes use the Bootstrap library. Bootstrap Lite uses an older version of the library. Bootstrap 5 Lite uses the most current version of the Bootstrap library. So there's no real reason that anyone would start out today with Bootstrap Lite. Go right ahead and use Bootstrap 5. These modules are based on, but not direct ports of a similar module for Drupal. This is not a one-for-one module, though, so be careful. It's a very simple theme. It is often used by themers who are going to create their own sub-themes and write code, CSS. However, you can use it right out of the box. If you look at it on the right there, it's pretty plain. However, it does come with these Bootswatch, I'll call them sub-themes, about 15 to 20 of them, which allow you to do things like this just by picking any one of these sub-themes here. You get this kind of difference where it basically is just changing your color scheme and your fonts a little bit. Usually the changes aren't too dramatic, but the color schemes are very different. You can see some of them are quite flashy, and some of them are very simple. Some of the other configuration options you're going to have with Bootstrap include the ability to change the position of the navbar, either leave it static to float with the page up and down, or fix it to the top of your page or fix it to the bottom. With other themes, you might need a module to accomplish that same thing. That feature comes with the Bootstrap. You do have the option of moving the navbar menu position from the left to the right. You can do some things with breadcrumbs. For example, some people don't always want to show the home page in their breadcrumbs or don't want to show the current page. You have options for both of those, and you can pick a fixed or a fluid container. The next theme we're going to look at is called Lateral. This is a highly configurable and mobile-friendly Backdrop CMS theme. It is a very pretty theme with the navigation in this left sidebar. This is one of several themes by Indigozella, who's done some really great work in our Contrib theme space. Thank you, Indigozella. Here's a few other pages that sort of just show you how it looks. Lateral does support the color module, and it also does allow you to shift the header or that navigation from the left to the right side. Shasetsu. This is a theme by Olaf. Shasetsu is Japanese for editorial. It's a magazine-like sub-theme of Basis. The fact that this is already a sub-theme really just means that you'll need to have Basis enabled on your site in order to use Shasetsu. There are no special settings for Shasetsu. It's just a really simple, attractive theme that might work for you. It's certainly something that you might use as a base theme and then do further sub-theming, which is, again, sub-theming means you take an existing theme, you inherit everything it has, but you make your own changes. You build on top of it rather than starting from scratch. Corporate Kiss is our next theme. Corporate Kiss is a simple, clean theme that is meant to look nice for businesses or corporate websites. This is another theme that doesn't provide any special settings, but could be sub-theme. Axioma, if I'm saying that right, by Pavel. Pavel created a minimalist, elegant theme with color module support, designed to be a frame for intricate visual content to showcase artists' or photographers' work. So a great theme for an artist's maybe portfolio. Couple of pages there. Here you can see that color module support. You can also see the ability to customize your navigation a little bit, navigation menu, to see if you want to have drop-down menus or only top-level items. You can use a lighter font or hide the hero block, just some of the settings that are available to you. Snazzy, another theme by IndigoZella, stylish modern theme with color module support. With Snazzy, you have the ability to either have this 50-50 split on your home screen with the navigation on the left and a big hero image on the right, or you can do a more traditional navigation at the top layout. A couple more pages using Snazzy. Snazzy also provides color module support. Pelerine is another of IndigoZella's several really pretty themes that she's created for Backdrop. Dress up your Backdrop website with a fancy cape. Set a strong color statement with one of the included background images, or create a custom sub-theme. I think the main reason to create a custom sub-theme would be if you wanted to drop your own background images into it and use those. That option is available to you. These are the custom color backgrounds that come with Pelerine for you to choose from. A couple more pages with different content and background images. Again, you have a choice of 12 background images, and Pelerine also comes with this really nice ability. If you need to make some very small CSS changes, you can make them right here in the user interface. Usually we recommend writing code and doing CSS in the actual files of your theme or module, but sometimes you just want to make some small changes. It's nice to be able to do it in the user interface. There are some modules for Backdrop that allow you to do this with any theme, but Pelerine and a couple of other themes actually provide options right here for you to do that. I think this is the last theme we're going to get from IndigoZella today. It's called Scenery. It's an adaptable theme with some pre-configured sceneries, just some nice scenic images that you can use as your hero image. Easy to configure, easy to extend with custom CSS, all through the user interface. Here we have a couple more screenshots to just show how scenic scenery is. Here is the content page. Once again, you have, if you click on the Customize Your Scenery at the bottom, you're going to get an option to add your own CSS. And you're also going to get the option to upload your own image. So it comes with 4 images, and you can add your own. So Tatsu is the first of my 2 themes that I put a lot of work on. My friend Wilbur Ince has also agreed to help work with Tatsu. We did recently put out a new release of Tatsu with some fairly significant changes. It's a flexible theme. It's not a sub-theme of Basis, but it's a fork of Basis. So we basically took the Basis theme in core and fixed a number of sort of nagging little issues that bothered me about it. Basis does provide color module support. It does have a box to add some custom CSS. However, due to some quirky limitations, the box for adding your CSS is pretty small here. So you might want to consider downloading and using one of the other modules that allow you to do that. Opera is based on a design by John Seymour Anderson, who works with my company Triplo quite a bit as we design and build Backdrop websites. Neither the website it was designed for is not shown here. We took the rough concept of John's design, which the main focus was what you see on the right there, which is this page with stacked blocks and the ability to put background colors in them and then change the text so that it's legible in the background color. We wanted something like that, and it turns out it's fairly hard to do without sort of writing your own theme. And so Opera was largely designed to solve that problem. I use Opera on some of my Simplo sites, including just Simplo.Site, and that's the photo on the far left. The screenshot there is what Opera looks like sort of out of the box. Here's a couple more pages using Opera. Opera again has color module support with 6 color sets, and it has the option to load Bootstrap. So if you want to add Bootstrap classes, there are places you can add classes to affect the appearance of your site in the user interface. And if you don't want to sort of write your own theme, but you want to add Bootstrap classes in the user interface for Backdrop, you have the option here to upload the Bootstrap CSS. Okay, we're down to our final 2 themes. These final 2 themes are both admin themes. Lumi was primarily designed as an option for a dark mode. It was designed by Peter Anderson, who's done a lot of great work in the Backdrop community. On the next couple of screens, we're going to be looking at Lumi on the left, and on the right, 7, which is the default admin theme for Backdrop. Again, Lumi's primary purpose is really to provide this dark mode, which we're not going to see in these first couple of screenshots. So it looks a little bit different. It's a little cleaner, crisper, has a little that color header, which if you like, is good. But the big difference here is the create a page on the left is the regular Lumi, and then you can turn on dark mode on the right, and it gives you that darker background, which is supposed to be easier on the eyes. That's the main feature in Lumi. Here on the settings page, you can turn on or off dark mode, and then you can pick like that color bar at the top. You have a couple of color choices and the choice in the colors you want to use for links. Jin is another admin theme that was inspired by a theme that is in Drupal, modern Drupal 8, 9, 10, is a radically new UI layout paired with goodies like dark mode. So you should have dark mode in Jin as well, but you also have some other more dramatic changes, which we'll see here in a minute. Again, we have Jin on the left and the default admin theme on the right, 7. And you're going to notice the changes are a little bit greater here. On the left side, we have these under the block titles, there's a little background that's different than what we had in 7. This page, the changes are less different, but you really, unlike the Create a Node page, you'll notice that the Save button has been moved from the bottom to the top. All these tabs in the bottom have been moved to the right side here. This feels a lot more like modern Drupal. It is just a more modern feeling administrative theme. What you can't really see well in these screenshots is that it stretches out and uses the whole page, much more so than 7 did. 7 would reach a maximum width and it wouldn't get any wider depending on how wide your screen is, whereas Jin will keep spreading out no matter how wide your screen is. Jin has a few other settings. Here's the light versus dark mode, or auto. I haven't really played with that, so I can't tell you. You have accent color choices, a few experimental features, including the ability to sort of compact your content a little bit on some of the charts that you have in your admin theme. So if you want to play with any of these themes yourself, a couple of options. One of them is to go to Backdrop CMS, create a demo site, and you can download themes and modules into demo site. So you could download all the sample content that I had in my site into a demo site here on Backdrop. You can download themes, you can play with them, you can do anything you want with them, but they only last 24 hours. So they're available for you to experiment with for a short time. The other thing is we do have a website called ThemeSwitcher.Simplo.Site. This is a site where it has a bunch of sample content in it, and you can go into the footer and then just pick and move between different, move between different themes, try out different pages. We have different types of views, so you can see how they look out of the box, whether or not they're going to work for you, whether or not this theme might meet your out-of-the-box use cases. That's all we have for that. Again, here are the three resources I wanted to point you to were one, just the themes page on backdropcms.org, where you can see all of the available contrib themes for Backdrop. The ThemeSwitcher.Simplo.Site, if you want to just sort of play around, switch back and forth between the different themes. They may not all be there right now, but we'll try to add more as we go. BackdropCMS.org demo sites. So that's all we have for you today. If you want to follow myself or Simplo, follow me at St. Paul Tim at Fosstodon.org on Mastodon. It's the social media network that I'm the most active in. And that's all we have for you today. Please like and subscribe to the video and leave us comments. I'd really love to hear comments or questions. So until we do the next video, be well. Bye now.